Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Plan With Me video for the month of September in my bullet journal. As usual, we're starting off the video with a very quick flip through of the previous month, which is August. And I'll just say, for this month I didn't really have a theme going on because I thought it would help me to stay focused on my internship, which has just started. But instead, it kind of made me unhappy to use my bullet journal. So, for the month of September, I came up with a theme all by myself. I'm so proud. And it's disco. So, I was going with a very different theme. I was gonna do something officey or something kind of predictable. But then when I was actually getting down to it and started going through magazines looking for inspiration, I kept going, September, September. What do I think of in September? And the only thing that came to me was this song by Earth, Wind and Fire called September. I'm sure you know it. Anyway, this song kept sticking into my head really bad, and I thought, why not go with it and do a disco theme, and that might be really fun. So for the opening spread, I came up with this colored floor, which you sometimes see in clubs still, and that really reminded me of the 70s and disco in general. So that's what I did. Should have used a ruler as usual, but hey, I was in a bit of a rush. I had to do this on a weekday night. Sometimes things just turn out a little differently than what you had in mind, but I challenged myself by not getting worked up about it and just leaving it as is, and just learning from your mistakes, hopefully. For the letters, I looked up some fonts on Pinterest, which really show a 70s look, I think. And I think they really bring everything together and make this even more about disco. Now, on the next pages you can tell that the disco ball I did in silver bled through horribly. I was gonna do these fun letters with lines inside of the letters, if that makes any sense. But because of the disco ball bleeding through, I had to stick something on top of there just to cover that up. And in hindsight, I think I might have used just bullet journal paper from the back of my bullet journal, and maybe it would have covered things a little more in theme. I've stuck this black paper on top of it now, and I think it's alright. And it really gave me an opportunity to test out this new Uniball pen I ordered. I've been looking for a white marker forever because none of them seem to work as they do with other YouTubers. This is the first one for me that's actually working as it's supposed to. So I was happy I could use this. And now you've seen me do my monthly spread. If you haven't, go watch back my other videos. I do a similar one every month because it works for me, and I think I change enough in my spreads to keep this one the same.
This morning you woke
you're a regular watcher, if you're a regular viewer, you know what's next. It's my mood and time tracker. I do the same thing most of the months because I like them. I like how they I like how they function together. So I went with a giant disco ball, and I'm not sure yet which squares in this I will use and which I won't. I haven't counted the squares, but I'll just see how it turns out and what I feel like.
I never thought that you would go here. Always thought that you didn't care. Just wanna get out, just wanna get out. I never thought you would go back there. Always thought that you didn't care. Just wanna get out of here. Never thought you would go back there. Always thought that I never thought you'd go back there. When you said
so lastly, we're setting up a weekly spread. And for this month, you might have noticed I'm going with these sort of brown yellowish colors because they really remind me of the 70s. And I thought it might be cool to do a different kind of color scheme than blue and greens, the ones I usually use. So it's an easy setup. I draw a box where I put all my appointments, and then I do dailies where I write down tasks and maybe a daily log if I feel like it. And in the bottom I put down Boogie Wonderland, which is another great disco song. I figure for each weekly spread I'm gonna use a different disco song inspired quote. So if you're curious about those quotes, go check out my Instagram where they will definitely show up.
every day is snowing. Since I was told that you don't want me, but baby you're just cold and you know I try to hold on to where there's no you. I can't stand up 'cause I'm not a kind of girl who paints your perfect world. Can't push set up. We're not living in a frame, and this ain't just a game. I feel your heartbeat, I know you're concrete. You taste bittersweet, I know you're concrete. Running around in circles, always stuck in the same rooms and places, like swimming underwater. But you control my heart with spells, so I can't stand up 'cause I'm not a kind of girl who paints your perfect world. Can't push set up. We're not living in a frame, and this ain't just a game. I feel your heartbeat, I know you're concrete.
So it's time for the final flip through and close-up shots. Like I said, the opening spread, really fun, really colorful. Maybe using just a few colors would have made it more cohesive with the rest of the month, but I love the colors. My monthly overview I'm not too crazy about. It's a little messy, there's a lot of bleeding from the other pages, but it'll work. And I love looking at my trackers when they're all empty and then comparing them to when they're all filled up. So that's a really great thing. And lastly, here's a view of the weekly spread I did. And that's the end, you guys. If you have any ideas about other videos I could do, please leave them down in the comments, because I would really like to do more videos, but I'm not really sure what you would like to see. If you like this video, give a like, and if you want to watch more videos, please subscribe. And as usual, check out my Instagram for other pages I do in my bullet journal that are in the Plan With Me videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you another time. Bye bye!